Hello friends, welcome to Step in Web learning process. Step in Web is a knowledge sharing portal. It will teach web design basics to the beginners. Welcome to Code Building Tool video tutorial. In this video, we are going to look after the Notepad++ part 3. In this video, we are going to explain about adding color themes to different languages. To explain about the highlighting and color theme, in this tutorial, we are creating a small login page in HTML and CSS. Through that login page, we will explain how to add our color themes to HTML and CSS. And same way, I am going to explain the highlighting dialog box, how we have to set it highlighting settings. Same way, I will explain about the color theme dialog box, and from there we can set it any color themes to our language. Last video we seen auto completion and auto inserts. This auto completion and auto insert is a common settings for all language, because in all the language whenever you open the bracket, automatically the bracket has to be closed. Same way, all the language having some system of syntax and some keywords. That keyword and syntax, based on our language selection, it will understand and it will give auto completion or auto inserts like that. So in this video we are going to see some highlighting techniques and color theme settings. Here you can see this doc type HTML is color in black, and all other HTML tag like HTML header, body are changed to blue color. Same way, if you select header, automatically will highlighting the end tag of another header. Also, it change the color and of start and end as a red color. And this highlighter is highlighting background as a yellow color. This is happened because of this color themes. It is already by default it is set in the Notepad++. This before changing the color themes, first we have to set it to the highlighting settings. For changing the highlighting settings, you have to go to the settings, preference, and highlighting. In the highlighting settings, it having a two category. One is a smart highlighting and another is a highlight matching tags. Smart highlighting is just select one word. Suppose I am selecting word. Suppose 10 words are available in the document, that it will shows all the word with some background color. That is a smart highlighting. That will be worked only if we enable this smart highlighting checkbox. If it is enabled, it will automatically shows, and that also we have some filtration. It will match whole word only. Suppose word WORD means it whole word only, it will match. Suppose words, then it will not match. If you check the match whole word only means, then it will check exactly matching word only, and any additional letters along with that particular characters it will not show. Same way match case also we can check, then it will check whatever the word we selected, exact word with the same case, lower or upper case, then only it will shows in the highlighting. By default, Notepad++ will enable this smart highlighting enable checkbox and match whole word checkbox. And other settings, use find dialog settings, highlight another view. It will look in that in the our editing video tutorial. Highlighting matching tags. It means suppose I am selecting HTML in my document, then automatically that end of the HTML tag will be, it will shows in the highlighted colors. So if it is enable this checkbox, it will show all end tags. Suppose one division I am typing, I am selecting the division tag, automatically it shows the corresponding to end division. Even though we have some 10 division in our HTML file, I am selecting one division means it will shows the matching end division tag in the same file. Same way, it is suppose I am highlighting some attributes like SRC, then automatically wherever the SRC is a source, it will automatically highlight that matching attributes. This color theme also we can change it as per our requirement and as our convenient. This video we are going to see highlighting colors as well as and the color themes for individual tags. We are going to look in that. Okay, now we will look in that how the color can be changed in the setting themes. For that we have to go for settings, style configurator. In the style configurator we can select the color theme for each tag or each attributes or each some comment line, like that whatever style you want you can set it. The style configurator can be divided into 7 parts. In the style configurator, first part is the select theme. It is selecting the entire background theme as we like it. Notepad++ having a lot of themes. By default, it will set it as a styles.xml. With that, it is a white background with black foreground colors. So like that, it having one settings is a language. Shown in the number 2, it is a language selection. We can select any language according to our settings. Now we decided is to go for the HTML. So I am selected the HTML language. Then once you selected the HTML language, automatically it will filter the style list in the table number 3. In the table number 3, it having a default comment, number, double string, single string, tag, like that. Lot of tags are available, lot of keywords are available. With that individual items or styles, we can change color styles. Item number 4 is a color style. In the color style, we can change foreground color or background color. As a default for HTML language, it is a foreground color will be black and background color will be white. And another setting is the number 5. In this, we can change the font style. Font style means it will support all type of fonts, and the font name is given in the drop down list box. Whatever font you want, you can select it from this drop down list box. Then it having another 3 settings is a bold, italic and the underline. Any checkbox is checked, then it will change the bold or italic. Same way we can select the font size also. It is given one drop down list box. With that you can select your font size. Another is the transparency. This and another item is a 7. It will, other than the HTML, any other extension all will match to the HTML format. Then we can audit that extension also. It will also be saved. Now we will look in that one by one, changing the style in the screen. Notepad++ having a lot of themes and it is listed in the drop down list box. Suppose I want to select it some black board like that, then I want to check it up. You see that the entire background themes is changed to black and your inside foreground color also it is changed. It is a default setting of the Notepad++. Same way it having a lot of settings. You can go anything according to your taste. Suppose I am selecting ruby blue, then it will change the dark blue background and all fonts change to green color. Same way I am changing to Hello Kitty, then entire background change to pink color and this foreground also change to blue colors. This is entirely, it is your interest and you are comfortable to see that background colors. So by default it will give only white background and I am setting again to the white background. First setting is a global styles. We will look in that later stage, and we already decided to go for the HTML language. So I am selecting HTML language here. Once you select the HTML language, automatically it will filter the style list and will show relevant to the HTML language what are the tags or attributes will come. That list only it will show here. Then after that we have to select one by one from the style list and we have to change the setting. For each style, Notepad++ given some 2 types of settings. One is a color style setting, another is a font style settings. As a default, in HTML mode, it will foreground will be black color and background will be white color. Already we seen This document type HTML is a default text mode. It is operated. So the foreground will be black color and our entire screen background white. So this also background will the white will be there. And same way I select the comment. Comment by default it is giving green letters, but I can change it to any color. Suppose I am changing to light green color as a my foreground and the background color is a white. Same way I can select the font style also. Here I am selecting Takama font style and italic font style. Same way if you want to underline or bold, that also you can select it. Same way you can select the font size also. Then same way, if anything is there number, then we can change the foreground is a red color and the font size is a Camperia or bold like that. Whatever style you want, you can select it with these two options. One is a color style, another is a font style. Okay, like that you can select one by one style and change all the background and foreground colors and font styles according to your convenient. I have changed all the settings of HTML, that is a default comment number double string with the foreground. This is a guy given in the table. Same way background, what is the style I adopted, that also I given, and what is the font I selected, and what is the font size I selected. Then bold, italic, underline I checked or not checked, that is also I may have shown in the tick mark. Okay, now we will continue our coding. First, I adding one title for my web page. Title. Then I am adding one comment for my web page. For that, I have to add one angular bracket, exclamation, 2 dash line. Then you see automatically it will change the words after this. Our cursor position is changed to green color and font style to italic nature. And added some codes in the body sections. I created one division with the header ID, and under the division I have created one heading line Chris graphic world in the H1 HTML tag format. Okay, now we will compare the style configurator setting page and this coding page. For HTML, for default, we set it as a foreground is a black and the background is a white. Here you see in the Chris graphic world is formed in the black foreground color over the background color of white. Same way you see the comment line, we put a green foreground and font name is a Times Roman, and I checked the italic font style. You can notice that also my comment line is changed to green color and the font style is italic nature and font name is a Times New Roman. So Notepad++ will understand this angular bracket, exclamation and a double dash line is a comment. So automatically will change the word after that tag to the green color up to that tag closing angular bracket. Like you can notice for attribute value I put some orange color. So here ID and this ID is changed to orange color. Same way I put after double string quote it should be purple color. So in the double quote string in the value of the attribute is changed to the purple color. We changed the highlight settings also. Suppose I selecting Chris, you see wherever the Chris available it is highlighting. Same way we have checked the HTML end tag. Already we seen if I select div, then it will shows the div end tag. For demo purpose, I added some another two division. If I select the first div, automatically it will shows that corresponding end div. Same way I select this div, it will corresponding div only it will select. So this is the main advantage of highlighting HTML end tag and start tag. Style configuring we seen one transparency. This transparency checkbox is used to change this dialog box to the transparent. Now it is not checked, so I can't see any text or code behind this dialog box. Suppose I click it into the transparency, you see, we can see the background, all our code also visible. For the transparency, they are given on slide bar, we can change it to the any extent. Suppose I am putting it to the lower level, then our entire dialog visibility is gone. Then I will change it to full, then my dialog box visibility will be slightly better. So like that we can change our transparency level also by this transparency slide bar. Okay, now we will add some images to our image folders. For adding images to the image folder, just to select that image folder, right click it, Explorer here, then go to navigate to where your image is available, that particular folder, then select the image from that folder. I am selecting one logo image and one panel image, and I am making it a copy, then I am pasting it in the graphic old image folder. So now just refresh your graphic world, then automatically the plus sign is added in the image. By clicking, it will show the two images. After adding, we can also see that image what it is. So suppose I am clicking logo image, it will show only, it is a script code only in the edit screen. Instead of that, you have to right click it, then you have to run by system command, then it will open that image in the Explorer window. Same way, another image, right click, run by system, then it will show that image in the Explorer window. To show the logo image, I added a image HTML tag. In the image HTML tag, I added the source images bar logo, and alternative is a company logo, and width 80 and height is 80. Once you added your image HTML tag, then the file has to be saved. Then I am saving that file. Then now this HTML file is ready to test it in the browser window. To test the file, Notepad++ has provided two options. One is we can go run menu in the launch in Firefox, launch in Internet Explorer, or launch in Chrome. I am clicking launch in Chrome, then it will open the Explorer window, then it is showing my logo and this heading of my login HTML page. So another method is we can go view, from the view current file in, it is giving some option, then select the Chrome, then also it shows our HTML file in the browser window. You can notice in the browser window, it's shown our logo image. Under the logo image, our heading is there. But in general, all the headings should be in line with the logo. For that, we have to add some CSS code in our HTML file. So we will add some CSS code, and again we will test it. You know, CSS can be added as a inline style or style in the header section, or separate style sheet. For adding a style in the header section, you have to add a style. Then in between start and end tag, you have to add some CSS code. Just I have added one CSS code. It is format the body. But you can notice Notepad++ is not at all given any suggestion or any highlighting or any color themes for that CSS code. Because Notepad++ will taken as a CSS is a separate language. Now our language is a hypertext mode, so it is not supporting that color themes. If I change to CSS mode, then it will change the color mode. For changing a language, you have to go for language, C and CSS. Now we can see the CSS style is changed. The body area, it is shown the margin left as a attribute in blue color and a value in the orange, light orange color. But same way it is changed the entire code section to the different pattern. Since we have selected the different language, Cascade style sheets, it is changed the HTML content also to the Cascade style sheet format. To avoid this confusion, normally we will use only external style sheet for the CSS. So we remove this style content in this HTML file. Then we will change it to language as a HTML. Then we have to create a new file to write our CSS code. To make a new file for CSS, you have to click File, New, then change the language to CSS. Then you start typing your code. Just I ordered some code. So that body section is ordered here. Now we can see the difference. So for that, comment already is changed to green color and italic font style. And for CSS code, that attributes it's taken as a blue color, and for value it is taken as a pink color. The color theme for CSS also we can change like we done in the HTML. For that you have to go for settings and style configurator. Then you can visualize your changes also in the screen. Suppose value is we selected a pink color, here it is showing a pink color. Suppose I am changing to some dark green, then you can see it is changed to dark green. Same way the tag, that is a body, is in the blue color, then that also I can change it to red color, then that body tag also change to red color. Then I want to change this identifier, then you select the identifier. Here I am selecting brown color, then this color also changed. Again I am changing class to original pink color, then I am saving the settings and closing this message. Now you have to save the CSS file in the CSS folder. So you click the save button, navigate to our graphic wall, then CSS, then in the file name you will add it just chris.css, then you will save that file. Now we have to add this reference to login HTML. Normally login HTML we have to add all our style reference sheet in the header only. Now I am adding the style link reference list in my header section. Now we will add some more content for the HTML part as well as the CSS part. Then we will test it in the browser window. Now I have added lot of code in my login HTML page. Here I added the title, some comments, link for our style sheet, that in the header section, the logo image, then title for our login page. Then I added on top section division. In this I added my panel image. Then I added some input boxes for accepting our password and user ID. So like that I added some codes in our login HTML. Same way I added all the CSS format in my CSS file. So now your login page is 100% is ready. Then you can test it in the browser through run command, launch in Chrome. It will open my login page. You can see my logo and this heading is aligned and I made one horizontal line. Then my panel image located in the left hand side, then and some message we given in the right panel. Then it will given some two input box, user ID and password, and one login button. So I think now we may understand how we have to create a HTML page in the Notepad++. So this is the end of this video tutorial, and we will see it in the next tutorial how to we can use it the project in the Notepad++. Okay, we concluded this end of part 3 video, and we will see it in the part 4 video of Notepad++. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel to grow and share more technical videos. Also, I have written code building tool book and it is available in the Amazon Kindle. For more details, please read that book. Thank you once again and bye.